Hello, everybody. Um, just want to make a quick video and wish everybody a happy Friday. And I hope that your business is going as planned, and I hope that you're being as successful as you had hoped to along your journey. Tomorrow makes a momentous day for me personally. Tomorrow, December 14th, I actually turned 49 years old. Um, but when I look back on my life, you know, I kind of look back to try to figure out, and I was just thinking at 49, you know, um, a lot of people that I grew up with, a lot of friends didn't make it to even see 2025. So I'm blessed in that sense that not only did I live to see 25, but I've went on to become very successful, and I owe that to someone special to not only have seen 25, but to be blessed to see the age of 49 tomorrow, December 14th. So that kind of transitions into what I want to talk to you about today, and that's who is your hero? Um, I'll ask you that again, and just give it some thought. Who is your hero? And I mean, I'm not when I'm talking about a hero. It's not from the comic books. It's not some athlete unless he or she has actually touched you in a special way. Um, it's a person that I would consider immediate family that has inspired you. And in my case, that was my mother. And I'll tell you why. Um, Being raised by a single parent, uh, times were hard. Not just for myself and my brother, but for my mother as well, I'm pretty sure. The society in which we live in, it's cruel. And I'm just going to be honest, and those who know me know that I speak from the heart, and I'm very honest and I'm very upfront. Some people can can deal with that and they appreciate it, and others can't. But I have to be true to me, and I'm very straightforward and honest. And I'll say it again: society can be very cruel, especially when it comes to single parents raising kids, raising boys especially by themselves. For some reason, society thinks that uh, a lot of the males that are incarcerated, had they had a father figure, they may not have been incarcerated. And I'm only speaking from my perspective. And I'm not trying to offend anyone out there. I'm just being honest. Uh, I know there's some single parents out there that are raising females, and there are some females, some young ladies that have went through hell also. But like I said, I'm only speaking from my perspective, and this is in no way or in any intention am I trying to offend anyone. Like I said, but getting back on point, you know, in general, society has always been hard on a single parent, and single parents were raising men, boys to become men. When you look at the incarceration rate of young males in general, is that the figures are astronomical. And when you turn around and attribute those incarceration rates to their upbringing, a huge majority of those youngsters that ended up being incarcerated as either a youngster or a young man was raised by a single parent. So those are my heroes, not only my mother, but to all the single parents out there, that are trying to do what's right by their kids, living in this society in which we live in that is so judgmental. The parents that are getting up trying to make ends meet by any means necessary. And I'm not talking about something illegal. I mean, they're out there, they're actually busting their ass. Um, some are working 2 and 3 jobs like my mom did. You know, but like I said, my hero is my mom, and I like to reflect on that every birthday because I give thanks. And tomorrow is a big one because that puts me that much closer to 50. And with that, like I said, she was the father figure for me. You know, I was actively, heavily in sports. She was that male role model. Just like I'm pretty sure a lot of females out there are consuming, a lot of single female mothers out there are assuming two roles today. And I applaud you. And you too are heroes. But I think a lot of times we forget. We put a lot of emphasis on giving thanks and what I consider to be in the wrong areas. When in fact these single mothers out there today that are doing the best that they can to make ends meet are the true heroes, in my opinion. They're wearing two hats. They were at the ball games, cheering us on. They were at the graduations. They were at the PTA meetings. They were in the long lines getting food to make sure that we had food to eat. They were there for us. They were there when we scraped our knees. They were there when we learned how to read. They were there to tuck us in at night. They were there to read us our bedtime stories. But behind the scenes, they cried at night. And I know, because there's times I've walked in on my mother whimpering and crying, and asking to the man upstairs to give her strength to continue. So this is why she's my hero. She gave up a lot, just like I'm sure a lot of mothers out there today are giving up a lot so that their kids can be successful. And as kids, sometimes we don't understand, or should I say we're not appreciative of what the sacrifices our mothers are making. And I know there's some fathers out there that are doing the same thing, but like I said, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm specifically talking to my mothers, my single mothers, because the majority of the single parents out there today that are raising young kids today, who has the burden placed upon them to ensure that we become productive citizens in society, are single mothers. Society judges them, and a lot of us don't realize that by how successful we are. And what I mean by that, if we grow up and we go into a life of crime, society is going to judge her and say she was a bad mother. Or if you had a father, this wouldn't have happened. And once again, the blame is being placed upon the mother, because when you're saying that if there was a father figure in your life, you're telling that to the mother and the child that if there was a father figure in their life, they wouldn't have drifted towards that life of crime. I'm here to tell you that's bullshit. Those mothers are going to bed hungry at night. Those mothers are wearing the same pair of jeans probably every day of the week. Those mothers can't even think about when was the last time they had their nails done. Those mothers can't even remember the last time they had their hair done. Those mothers can't even remember the last time someone said to them, "I love you, Mom. And thank you. And it's because of you that I am who I am today. It is because of you that I am successful today." So on the eve of my 49th birthday, I like to tell my mom as I have every birthday. I love you, Mom. I owe everything to you, and it's because of you I am who I am. And to all the single parents out there, the single mothers out there that are listening, you too are a hero to your child. If you have to be hard on them, continue being hard on them. But I tell everybody that was raised by a single parent out there, hey, if you for some reason grew up thinking that your mom was mean or what she was doing was not right, take a look at your life and think about where you would have been, where you could have been if she didn't put her foot down. Look at where some of your friends are. And for some of you who have more than one brother, sister, or other sibling, you may have a sibling that have went astray, that is in fact incarcerated. And right now, your mom is wondering, where did she go wrong? How did she fail her child? And society has already started frowning upon her because of the child, because of your sibling that's incarcerated. And my challenge to you is, help your mother for whatever remaining time that she has remaining on this place we call earth. Let her know, starting right now, starting today, that she did not go wrong. She was right in her discipline. She was right in her love. And let that be the motivation for you today to go out there and make something of yourself. Get up off your butt. Stop telling yourself you can't do this and you can't do that. Because single parents every day are doing it. And they're doing it with a hell of a lot more stress than some of us that are living out there on our own as men, as single men, and as single women, saying we can't find a job, we can't do this, and we can't do that. Bullshit. Get up off your ass. So, I ask you, and I'll challenge you today, go back to that mom that you probably haven't talked to in years. Pick up that telephone. Go back to that mom that you thought was mean. Pick up that telephone. Go back to that mom whose house you stormed out of maybe 3 months ago, 6 months ago, mad at the world, swearing up and down that you'll never speak to her again. Go back to her and tell her, Mom, I'm sorry. You were right. And I love you. And I thank you. And it's because of you that I would make something of my life. It is because of you that I will become a productive citizen in society. It is because of you that I will be able to walk around here and hold up my head high, knowing that I have fulfilled your dreams as a parent. That dream of having each and every one of their childs grow up to be healthy, strong, and to become a productive citizen in society. And I leave you with that, and I ask you again, who is your hero? For me, it's my mom. Love you, Mom. And thank you. And once again, my success, I owe it all to you. Love you.